not very 50%. Failed. Failed. Oh! Succeeded. Oops. Yeah, maybe. Holy shit, 5% in all this time. Oh, that first one succeeded. Alright, wait, 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Failed. Damn. Okay, well, shit. Forgot to put my sandwich in the fridge. Shit. It's fine. I think I might be unstoppable nowadays. I had salmonella. What else can knock me down? Famous last words. Fucking E. coli or something. No, I'm immune now. Trust. Salmonella just reminds me of... I feel so bad. Like, I actually feel sad. Not bad. Because the last memory he has of me is just me going... for 12 hours. That sucks. I know. And that was kind of when he started going a little colder. I mean, I can't imagine why. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I actually think that, like, even though they're, like, in sickness and health, I mean, we were seeing each other for, like, 2 months, barely. I think that was a little much, that early. Dude, I don't know if I would have been able to, you know? I was really gross. I was very loud with how gross it was. And I was crying at the same time. It was great. It was like, it was so... I gotta admit, I can be a real person when I'm not feeling well. Flawless victory. And then I would go use the bathroom immediately after. It was horrible, guys. And I was crying and I was begging God to kill me. It wasn't great. Please just fucking kill me. What's happening? This sucks. That was what happened, guys. Because I had 5 beers that night. So I was like, is this literally the worst hangover I've had in my life? Like, is this late stage developing an alcohol allergy? What's going on? And then I was like, oh, wait a second. Something's wrong. Because then I had to go to the toilet. And he stayed all the way until, like, I passed out. And I felt really bad. And then afterwards, he didn't really speak to me as much. He was still really nice about it. But I do admit, that is a lot for just talking. And so that's why I have a lot of regrets, you know? And that's why I ordered that, like, $1,000 of seafood, because I wanted to cook him a really big meal as an apology. Because he helped me out a lot. He, like, called an IV drip person for me. Like, brought me water, like, 5 times. brought me a trash can for me to barf into. Oh man. I literally joked. I was like, guys, to my friends, I was like, if he like wants to see me again after this, he might be a keeper. And we had actually initially planned to see each other again. But then, yeah. Well, we haven't seen each other ever again after that. And then eventually, I mean, there was a lot of other things that I started like... I got really upset with him. Because he canceled on the day he was supposed to meet my brother and my sister-in-law. And we were all waiting for him, and then he canceled last minute. Yeah, and so I got super pissed. So I was like, if you didn't want to, you could have told me. And he's like, no, like, I did want to. I'm like, actually not feeling well. But I was like, you could have communicated that you weren't, like, probably not gonna make it, not like last second. And so I freaked out a little after he was there for me. I shouldn't have freaked out. And so I did apologize. I was like, hey, it wasn't fair of me. If you're interested in, like, potentially giving it another chance, that would be really nice. Oh well, it is what it is. And I was talking to my brother about it, and he was like, to be honest, it always seemed like you liked him a lot more than he liked you. And I was like, that's normal though. When I like people a lot. I don't think it's possible. I mean, I have before where they like me in the beginning as much as I like them. And then they just slowly give less and less and less affection. But I found out that's called love bombing. How about my sister-in-law's opinion? I mean, at the end of the day, it's over. So it doesn't matter. I have to get over it. No matter how much I dwell on it and how I wish things were different. I wish I didn't eat that suspiciously tender chicken at the fucking karaoke place. Like, what could I have done? Barfed in another room. Yeah. But I did have this feeling that he might be the avoidant attachment type, which is not good because I'm the anxious attachment type. The worst part is one of my friends was visiting me from the UK. She also ate the suspiciously tender chicken. She was and her girlfriend were throwing up and shitting the next day too. You were in a 5-month situationship with a narcissist? You didn't realize she had issues about... Oh. I don't know. So he said he had food poisoning, but he had started off in the morning with saying he was hungover and he would sleep it off. And I was like, look, you stayed out and drank until like 3 a.m. on the day before you're supposed to meet my family. Like my brother and my sister-in-law. Like if it was me, I wouldn't have done that at all. I would want to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to hang out. You know? And so I thought it was a little inconsiderate. And I also thought at that point, I was like, you probably just don't give that much of a shit, right? He's like, let me like take a nap and it'll be fine. And then he's like, oh, I'm not feeling super great. I'm gonna throw up and then I'll let you know how I feel. And it got delayed and delayed and he was supposed to get here at 4. And we waited till 5 before he was like, nah, I can't make it. So I got pissed. And I was like, I'm trying not to get mad right now. But to be honest, I didn't word it that nicely. I said there is a big disparity between the amount of fucks given. I was like, between you and I, there's a big disparity in the amount of fucks given. And he's like, and I was like, if you didn't want to meet them, you could have just said something. He's like, I have food poisoning. And okay. He was so coherent. And like, my last run with food poisoning was, I couldn't even stand. I had to call an IV drip person. And I was like, please, just put whatever in the IV drip that'll knock me the fuck out so I don't have to feel this pain. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I said a bunch of stuff. Not like super rudely, but I was just like, you know, it's crazy because like you could have communicated to me better though. Like our difference in communication. And I was trying to say something so that like we could work on it. But he's like, to be honest, Trisha, I was like, I don't deserve to be treated like this. I did say that. I was like, I haven't really done anything bad to you. I've only tried to make you happy. And he's like, you're right. You don't deserve to be treated like this. And he said, I don't think I can give you what you want. Yeah. I know. And the problem is, I don't know if I've been thinking a lot about like what I did wrong, right? Because I like to figure out what I could do better. And there were a lot of things I did wrong. I have somehow become this person that is so scared of taking up space. And I don't know if I was like this before. I'm like so apologetic. And I would like constantly, which I know I shouldn't do, and I had to talk to my therapist about it, but I'd be like, hey, if you are gonna leave, like, just tell me, okay? If you're gonna see someone else, if you're interested in someone else, you gotta just tell me, okay? Like, and I started asking these, like, very insecure questions, and I didn't used to be this kind of person. I don't know. I had a really bad breakup 4 years ago now, and I think it, like, fucked me up. Fucked me up a lot. And in my previous relationships, I had sucked up a lot. Like, I didn't want to tell them that I was upset with anything because I was scared they would get mad. Like, they were the kind of people that if I brought up something that I thought was an issue, they would get mad at me. And somehow in the middle of the argument, where I was at first, like, telling them that I was upset, some reason, I don't know how it happened, but I always was apologizing at the end. And I had no idea how we got there. So at some point, I stopped bringing things up because I didn't want to start a fight or make them feel upset. And so instead, if something made me upset, I just fucking sucked it up. And so this time, I was like, you know what? I really want to work on telling people when I'm uncomfortable with things. Or when I think something can be worked on before it gets too bad, you know? And so, yeah, I didn't want to bottle it up because I'm a bit like a pressure cooker where I'll like hold it in and eventually I'll be like, ah! And then it's too late. But then I think I brought up problems way too fucking often. Like, I think it was something silly. Like, once he was like, how are you? And I was like, honestly, I'm feeling a little depressed. And he was like, why? And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm at the place in life that I thought I would be at this age. You know, just having deep conversations. And then he went to bed. So he just didn't respond. And me being me, I was like, shit, was that too dark? And so I was like, hey, next time, if we're having a conversation like this and you are going to go to bed, if you could just tell me, hey, I'm feeling really tired right now, I'm going to bed, that would be really nice so I just don't overthink. Yeah, but yeah, I do think that was a bit extra too. Wasn't that big a deal. They went to bed. Fuck it. Yeah. I don't know. I did really little stupid things. Like, I think I noticed that I didn't think he ate, like, the healthiest. Or the, like, best for him. And so I started to meal prep for him and then I would freeze it and then give it to him in the weekend. For his week of food. I can be a lot. And then I think he mentioned he was gonna have a really tough week at work. It was really important for his career. Like, things that were gonna go down. So I went and, like, drew and colored, like, one of those... I made an amulet. You know in Japan when you buy amulets for work or luck or whatever? And so I did that. And I gave it to him. And he hit me with the lol 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 lol. So at that point, I probably should have already noticed there was a bit of a difference in amount of fucks given. Perhaps. I don't know. It has. You're right, Fuku. And then, what else? He mentioned he liked... It was like his dream eventually to open up this particular type of winery. It's like makgeolli, right? So like rice wine. And so I went and bought a rice wine brewing set so we could do it together. And I bought a mead set while I was at it because he said he wanted to try mead before. So I could see how we were seeing each other for 2 months. I might have come on a little too strong. No, he said the pace in which we were going was didn't seem like we were on the same page. Means I was going to. Yeah, I mean, I know I can look like a love bomber, but it's kind of just how I am. All the time. Love bombing is more that you take it away at some point. Yeah. See, I don't think he's a bad person at all. I think I fucked up a lot. And then the more I knew I was fucking up, the more I panicked. I don't know, we had really similar tastes in like anime and hobbies and food tastes and games. And so to me, it was already very like, wow, this is rare for me. Yeah, I'll never know is the problem. I think actually he's probably most likely never gonna speak to me again. Yeah, and he was nice. That's probably why I'm struggling right now. I mean, there were things wrong with it. I think he was very... Whenever we had conversations and I tried to have a deeper conversation, it felt like talking to somebody in the elevator at work. What you doing today? Same old. And I was like, how was work? Great. Like, I think we had a very good time talking in person. But when we were apart, the communication style and texting really bothered me. I'm on your body. Nah, I don't want someone that can't run away from me. Prefer they would choose to stay with me. I will say I do have a lot of trauma though. My previous relationship, I really thought it was not previous, like my worst breakup a couple years ago. Was someone that I thought I was like gonna end up with. And we were together for many years, and our families had met already, and we were talking about getting engaged and all sorts of stuff. And then one day they were like, hey baby, I'm gonna go take a nap. We were doing long distance at the time, but we had a place together that we lived in when they were back home. And they're like, hey honey, I'm gonna go take a nap. And I was like, okay. And then they ghosted me for 10 days and then dumped me on FaceTime. And it fucked with me. And I like don't think I've fully recovered from it, in that I'm like terrified of abandonment now. It was the worst thing. I couldn't process it. Let's just say my CCV used to be in the 800 viewership, 600 to 800 like generally. But I just suddenly stopped streaming for 6 months because I couldn't take it. I had to go to therapy. I went to, well, first I was like, you know what's gonna help? I'm gonna go on an Asia trip and I'm gonna take my mom. I went to Korea, Japan, and China, and I cried all over Korea, Japan, and China until we actually went home early, basically. Because I couldn't handle it. I just was like, I mean, they did tell me what was the reason. They were like, I just don't love you anymore. And I was like, fuck. But during those 10 days, like at first I was like super worried for their safety. Because I was like, oh my god, are they okay? Are they alive? And then at some point I was like, oh, they're fine. They just are not talking to me right now. And then I was like, and then you have hope, right? You're like, maybe they're just thinking about it. Even though deep down you're like, okay, if you're in like a 3-year relationship and someone's like ignoring you for 10 days out of the blue, it's cooked. And so I went through like several different stages of grief, and it traumatized me. And now I think the reason why, according to my therapist, I ask repeatedly, like, people like, oh, if you're not into me anymore, just tell me. If you're like over it, just tell me. Like, give me like a business week or something, please. And I keep saying this, and I know it's annoying and it's really weird that I keep saying it, and I'm trying not to. But I gotta say, I think I still have a lot of trauma. But it's been so many years now. It was right before I turned 30. It's 3 years ago now. 3. Oh shit, maybe not that long. And I feel bad because I know it's not normal the way I act when I get scared that someone's gonna leave. But I just want to tell them to tell me first if they're gonna leave. Like, give me a few business days, or just say it. But I like pester them with this comment. Yeah, I literally said submit a 2 weeks notice. I made a joke about that. I did not get a 2 weeks notice. And they were like, don't worry, I won't. I subscribed to your Twitch, blah, 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 in advance. I do know that. I mean, this wasn't long distance. Yeah, it's funny because after that really bad relationship, I started going for people that were the complete opposite of my ex. Which wasn't technically people I liked that much. I would date people who had zero in common with me. Nothing in common. No, trust me. A 9-hour car ride to Sequoia while this guy told me about different trucks and different wheels on the truck. I even pretended to fall asleep so he would shut up. He didn't. Yeah, oh, look at that! Do you see that tree? You could tell that's a nut tree. Because if you look around the trunk, it's been squeezed. They actually have a special machine for shaking the nuts off of the tree. Did you know that California actually used to plant a lot of pistachios, but they take a lot of water? And so California actually provides us a subsidy to pistachio farmers to stop planting pistachios because it uses up too much water. Did you know that's a tangerine tree? I was like, and I remember everything because he actually, holy fuck. He's like, if you look at that type of trailer, that is actually a trailer that holds pigs. Oh, that one's for horses. I was like, please stop. I can't take this shit no more. What was the worst part of the pistachio guy? Oh, he yelled at me all the time. That's why I ended things. And he would make a lot of jokes about killing me. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't the pistachio part. No. I went on a trip with him for my friend's wedding. And he kept making jokes like, if you had to be murdered, in what way would you choose? And I was like, I don't want to be murdered. I would prefer not to be murdered. Ever. I don't want to die. What? And then I was in like a foreign country, like on my first trip with this person I was actually like my ex-boyfriend. He kept making this joke and I was like, by the way, this is making me really uncomfortable and I don't feel safe. And he's like, have a sense of humor. And I was like, I do. A good one, I think. And I started getting really uncomfortable. And I think what actually... But then... he got... And I was like... I had broken up with him before. And then I took him back. Because he cried. And then a second time because he got diagnosed with cancer. And so I really wanted to help him. I took care of him a lot. So I was basically taking care of him completely. But then he just got really toxic. And he would yell at me all the time. Like I took him to one of his surgery appointments or whatever, half an hour early. Because I didn't want to... I don't know, I feel like it's better early than late, right? And it was really far. And it was like freaking 6 in the morning. Remember there was this one stream where I was like, I'm not sleeping tonight because if I sleep, I'm gonna miss an appointment. It was a Stardew one. I took him to the hospital and he screamed at me in the car while I was driving, sleepy as shit, because I took him to his appointment 30 minutes early. And then he screamed at me once for not putting bacon in his breakfast. And I was like, all right, I know you are going through it. And I can't even imagine the amount of pain. But no, you can't treat me like this. Like, fuck no, dude. I'm not your servant. I'm your ex. And he would always like, He would like move around really big. He's a big dude, right? And sometimes I would get hurt on accident. And he would always be like, sorry, oh my gosh, you're so weak. But at some point I realized like I was bruising a lot. And I was like, I don't think this is a fucking accident. I think he's like taking it out on me. And so, never spoke to him again. But then, after we broke up, it's been about over a year now, right? He told me that his mom had sent me a package. I was like, okay. Thanks, I guess. What's this for? He's like, you didn't grab it yet. I was like, so he was most likely waiting outside my house in a car or something, watching to see if I would open it. Oh my god, I was so freaked out. Luckily, that was Thanksgiving and we have not spoken since. But his mom was actually really sweet. Actually incredibly sweet. She sent me a Thanksgiving present. The flower. And it said, we'll never forget everything that you've done for our family. It was really nice. Sadly, I have more than one ex's mom who's told me that. It's not even like I want them to treat me super, like, insanely good after that. Let's just don't treat me like shit. Oh yeah, no, they're all the same person. Took him back like 3 times. They say trash can, not trash cannot. Am I right? Fuck. And that's my dating life. I'm pretty sure I have done something horrible in a past life. Like shit on a holy statue or something. I don't know. Fuck. I think that's why this time I was so attached. So early. Because I was like, wow, this person's so nice and normal. And not horrible to me. Yeah, exactly. I have ADHD, anxiety, and depression. I'm like the fucking master of all 4 mental illnesses. I don't know what the 4th one is right now. Oh, right, autism. Apparently, I'm on the spectrum. As in, I took the test. And the first test I've ever passed with flying colors. Sorry. I mean, dating can be nice. You know, while I was dating that guy, my mom did say something to me that actually meant a lot to me. And my mom was like, Trisha. In Chinese, is why? I almost said my full last name. Oops, fuck. Wang, that's my name. Trisha. 谈恋爱是一个开心的事情。要是你天天都哭或者难受的话，那这还叫谈恋爱吗？ Which means dating is supposed to be something that's really happy. And if you're always crying and stressed about something, is that even dating? And I really thought about that later on, and I was like, oh shit. Perhaps, eh? That hit me quite hard. I will say that in this one, there was a bit of bad blood to start. So very early on, in like the first, it was actually the first month that we were seeing each other. Fuka's gonna lose it. I don't think Fuka realizes the same. But basically, we both agreed at the 1 month that we weren't talking to other people. And then, so I was showing, like, you know how girlies have a group chat, right? I was like, this is the guy I'm talking to. And my friend went, oh shit. And I was like, oh god. What? She's like, I just matched with him on a dating app. I was like, bro. You gotta be fucking shitting me. And so I did end things. I was like, hey man, like, I know, like, we talked, it's not like we're boyfriend, girlfriend, right? But like, you know, I'd rather like talk to someone who's not still out there actively searching. And he's like, well, if you asked me to delete them, I would have. And I was like, it's not about deleting it. It's like, you're still... But then I thought about it. And one of my guy friends said to me, like, it's really hard, honestly, Trisha, to find someone that's gonna, like, in the very, very beginning, shut off all options. Because there's so many options these days. And if that is going to be make or break it, which he's like, I can understand if that's, like, really for you, like, that's gonna make or break it for you, but it's gonna be really hard to find someone. Yeah, first month. Yeah, exactly. But we did talk about how we weren't talking to other people. So we had agreed on that. And so I was like, you know what? Hey, if you're down, let's give it another try. And he's like, yeah, sure. And then the rest of the shit happened. So yeah, like I said, there was already quite a bit of issues. Start. Oh well. See, the thing is, I don't think, like, you know, some of you guys, like, my girlfriends would be like, yeah, fuck that guy, piece of trash, but I disagree. I think people date at different speeds, and I have to learn to respect that. Because I can definitely go really fast. Because I have ADHD and I hyper-focus. Unfortunately, this one definitely bit me in the ass. Oh, this leveling is fucking slow. Are you serious? Guys, I think I have to go back to Sturgis, right? I don't wanna. No, I'm pretty sure it's Sturgis. Regardless. How does ice do on Sturgis? I mean, technically it's a flying type, right? The problem is I'm using all these elements. I'm pretty sure it doesn't go by Pokemon logic. I'm going to Kerning. Shito. But I think it sucked because I don't think I had realized he wasn't that into me anymore. I actually thought he'd like quite liked me. And so when he did end things, I was like, what? Like the minion what? Seriously? I didn't. Yeah. I was super caught off guard. And I was sad. I was like, don't you want to give it another chance? Give me another chance? But I also, like, thinking back, I did a lot of weird shit. Said a lot of weird shit. Literally shit. I'm just not kidding. So, do I get it? Yeah. Do I like it? No. How many relationships have I broken off myself? Like real relationships? All of them except that one heartbreak. I got cheated on quite a bit. I used to be very trusting. Too much. I had one of my exes that would stay, he would sleep out, like, all the time. He would literally be like, hey, he would be like, hey babe, I missed the last train. I'm just gonna stay at the PC cafe where I've been playing video games. And I'm like, oh, really? What game were you playing? And he would say, the game you're playing all the time. And I was like, wow, you're playing League? And I was like, what champion do you play? He's like, the one you play. I was like, Tristana? That's crazy. Mans was out there cheating on me with like 4 or 5 different girls. They made a fucking group chat. They made a fucking group chat to message me on Instagram. They're like, hey, we heard this is your man. This is everybody's man. And I was like, what? Sorry, I think he needs some love right now. Hello, my potato. Hello, my flute. Yeah. Me? Because you next to oh, my big boy. Oi, oi. That's oi. I love you. Oh, goo. He's such a good boy. He loves me very much. I don't know if you can.
It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Like in some more in my veins, my culture banging with strange. I change the game, so what's my motherfucking name? But they're gonna get the
Sit. Oi, that's a happy dog. Oh, he's a happy goo. Is he a goo? I love you. I love you so much. Oh. What happened? What is it? You wanna cookie? Ow! Oh. How about Meso? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, Meso! Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, oi, oi. Oh, there's so much fluid in my mouth suddenly, and in my nose. How did it get everywhere? Oh shit. Ugh. What the fuck? Oh, how did so much of this get in my mouth? What happened? He's still hoping that he gets his keyword. But I'm out. It's not even close to eating your keyword. Hold on, let me answer. 妈妈，你放心，我睡了一天，我是晚上才醒来的，所以我现在是日夜颠倒，但是我没有不睡觉，放心。昨天晚上睡。Knows one Chinese command. This one barely knows. This one's not the brightest. He's real handsome. He's a very happy boy. Happy boy. I love you. Oh? Or? Who? 你小handsome. 你小handsome. Is he handsome? Yeah, found it. That's a good boy. He did a good job. Found it? You did good. You're so handsome. Yeah, what about again? Found it? Yeah. He's like, one hand, two hand, what do you need? You good boy. Look at Pig. Hi. Can I have kiss? Oh, sorry, it's a plastic bag. He's really scared of plastic. Oh, thank you. That's a good Jesse. That's a good boy. That's a good. Look over there. Over there. Over there. Who's it, Mr. Chunky? It's you. Can I? You want to play your favorite game? This is catch this. I catch. I catch this. Can I catch this? Can I catch this snoot? Can I catch this snoot? He's like, don't you guys think he's the happiest dog? They said dogs can't smile. I know this. You know what? I'll also pay 10,000 mesos for whoever defames I'm B. I'm just kidding. Is it a she? Hold on, let me see first if it's a girl. Oh shit. Aw, man. Aw, man, I gotta type it again. Fuck! How many exclamations? Mm. Where is she? I'm gonna stand right next to her and spam this too. Where you at? I'll go there. Just gonna go up by one each time I type it. Fuck! We're so toxic. Person's full ignoring me. Let's be even more fucked up. Oh god, I'm fucking dying. Oh man. Ah, having such a good old time. Probably put Diamond on that list too. I don't know why they don't have that. Shit. Honit, did you misspell aqua? I copied and pasted your incorrect spelling. Shit! Now I look like a noob. Oh my gosh, my hair is starting to look greasy again. Oh wait, no. The fact that I cut my bangs like shit. It's all good. Oh, Pig is there. He just likes sleeping on the thing that is the exact same color as him. He does that. Watch. Let me show you guys how it's actually done, okay? Yeah, Sapphire was mistyped in theirs. Watch him be right there. Fucking laugh. Is it up here? Or is it in the next map over? With all the octopi. Ah, fuck this place! Maybe it's in the other map. I fucking hate jumping. This is hell. It is the other map. Fuck. Walked all this way. I'll show you how it's done. Yeah, I just used up 1,500 mesos of mana. Is it this map? Okay, I don't remember now.